Okay, before we get into this interview, I just want to say I've been doing daily news update type videos on my personal Adam22 YouTube channel. These things are really highly edited. I've been putting a ton of work into them, and it would mean the world to me if you guys would go subscribe, comment, check out all my most recent videos. I promise they will not let you down. I've been doing this every day, and I want you all to watch them every day. Let's get into this interview. No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world, and today we're here with Baby Goth.
What's up?
How you doing?
How are you?
You got a really, really quiet voice. I'm gonna have to get this mic all up in there.
I got a mouse voice.
A mouse voice, yeah,
mouse voice. That's
pretty accurate. Yeah, we could turn her up a little bit, I guess. So how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. You're a little bit controversial, I guess, the past few days. So were you not planning on doing interviews for a period of time?
Yeah, no, we weren't planning on doing it until I feel like right before the EP release.
Right.
But I mean,
you feel like your career is under attack all of a sudden?
I mean, not entirely, but there could be some things that could be addressed, you know.
So I guess we should just talk about it. Somebody put out a YouTube video where basically they say that you are an industry plant, that basically that you're a normie.
A normie?
I mean, basically just saying that you like were a totally normal person up until however long ago, this type of thing. So basically just calling a lot of things about you into question. And as I understand it, you want to try to set the record straight and just get some facts about yourself out there. Because you did sort of come out of nowhere and make a little bit of a splash.
Yeah.
Like that video did make some good points. Like, how do you end up on Trippie's album before you even have any songs out besides this, the one song with Trippie and Zan?
So me and Trippie have the same audio engineer.
Audio engineer.
Igor.
Okay.
And so that's how we met, and we met through Hitway. So I mean, for a while I was just like building my following up on Instagram, so it would be like ready when I release music, and then I was just doing like covers and shit, like maybe once a week or something, and then Hitway found me on the Explore page and then flew me out.
Explain who Hitway is for the people at home.
They're my production label. They just deal with all my recording, like they record my music and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you meet them?
He just DM'd me one day.
Oh, okay.
Daryl from Hitway.
And they just saw the vision?
Yeah, he called me and he said that I reminded him of Trippie Redd, and I didn't know who that was at that time.
You didn't?
No.
When was this?
Maybe like 8-9 months ago.
Okay. So let's go back a little ways. Let's go to like where are you actually from, and what was your upbringing like?
I'm from Texas originally.
Where in Texas?
Like around Dallas.
Okay.
I was born in Arlington, but I moved like all around Dallas. Like,
okay.
Because my dad, he was like he worked in the construction business, so we moved like, I lived in like Florida and like South Carolina and then Texas, and then we moved to Colorado, and then that's when Hitway reached out.
Oh, okay. So you weren't actually even in California at that time. Okay. So what kind of kid were you, would you say, when you were young and everything?
I mean, I've always had like social anxiety, so I've always been kind of like in the cut, and I use like music to like, you know, therapeutic, like better like connect with people.
What kind of music were you into like as a young person?
I mean, I listened to everything. When I was really young, let's see, I was really into like Eminem at first when I was like maybe 7. And then I was into like Blink-182, and then I listened to screamo bands like The Devil Wears Prada and stuff. And then
I definitely believe that.
Yeah, and then I was also into like Bob Dylan, and then like Tupac, Biggie, Dead the Funky Homo Sapien.
Were you ever like a hardcore chick?
Yeah.
You definitely were?
Yeah, I went through like a big scene phase. Like,
did you mosh?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we went to like hardcore shows every weekend.
What kind of bands were you going to see?
I mean, a lot of like Warped Tour shit.
Okay. You have any moshing injuries or anything?
No, I never got hurt. I was more like the crowd surfing type.
Oh, okay. I got a concussion in the mosh pit one time. It was terrible.
Yeah, I've seen some people dropped on their head.
Yeah, I saw a guy pull a gun in a mosh pit one time too. That was crazy. Yeah. Okay. So you're saying you were always like sort of into hip hop to a certain extent. You mentioned Dell.
Yeah, I fuck with Dell. Deltron, Telephone Currency. But
What about any other rappers that you were like listening to as throughout your life or anything?
in high school, I was really into like A$AP Rocky and like Mac Miller, Tyler the Creator.
Did you always want to make music?
Yeah, always. Since I was like really little. I liked writing too, so like it works out.
When did you start making music?
I probably recorded my first song in a closet when I was like 13. And then from then, like when I was in high school, I was in like a bluegrass band. I did like vocals and keyboard and shit.
Bluegrass, huh?
It was kind of like Bob Dylan inspired.
Okay. So you graduated high school? And then what? What did you like proceed to do? Did you go to college or?
Well, not right away. I wanted to work on my music at first. And then I got pregnant when I was 19.
Got pregnant? With a boyfriend or with some guy?
I was with him for like 2 years.
Okay. And was it an accident though?
Yeah, but
you were like, we're going to rock out with this thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't personally, I would rather
do it.
Yeah.
Drop the kid instead of taking him out before he has a chance.
Yeah.
It is kind of mean, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I'm not personally. I mean, people can do what they want with their bodies, but I'm not personally into abortion,
Right. Okay, so you got pregnant, and were you still with the guy? Did you stay with the guy throughout the pregnancy and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, I mean, we were together like about 6 years, and then we had another kid when I was 22.
Okay.
So.
Another accident, or?
I mean, it wasn't planned.
Okay.
We were actually like about to break up, but we worked things out and shit, and then.
Does he just have bad trigger control, or what? He was just letting him off by accident?
I guess.
Couldn't have been me. Crazy. So, okay, so you have 2 kids, and then how long it's out after that till you decide that you need to break up? Or do you get divorced?
Yeah, I mean, we were never like married. It was like a common law type thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I mean, we were on the verge of breaking up. We were just trying to make it work, but it just.
Why didn't it work out?
We're just better people apart,
Right.
It was like a toxic relationship, so.
Why, was he a furry?
That's more my lane, I think.
You really? You're into that?
I don't know, but we just like, when you're with someone, you like bring out the bad in each other.
Right.
Yeah, so it was just better.
Especially when you're a furry. Definitely. So.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So, okay. You break up with this guy, but did he not support your music career or something? Is there a reason why you just started to like gain momentum and stuff?
I mean, he supported it, but I mean, I was like a stay-at-home mom, so I didn't really have time. But right. I was like working on covers while I could, and then like while I was pregnant with my second, I was recording my whole first EP that I personally funded, and then.
Oh yeah, because that was one of the things that this guy called out in this video, was basically just saying that you like. Did like that you were claiming that your song was in and Trippie was your first song, but in reality you had this album that you put out that you took offline or something?
I mean, I never took it off, but it wasn't like really pushed. I posted it a couple times, but it was just like a passion project, just like my first step,
Right. So how do you feel about the claim that you're an industry plant?
I mean, from what I get from an industry plant, I feel like that means like you have no control over like your image or anything like. But I mean, I write my own songs. I do my own video treatments. I like draw up my own merch and send it to my marketing team. They make it happen, and then like so I'm really behind all the creative control, and then so that doesn't really make sense to me. But the EP's coming out on February 15th, so I feel like the music and everything's gonna speak for itself.
Right. No, totally. I thought that the appearance on the Trippie album was really good. I actually thought that was one of the better like appearances on his album.
That wasn't even supposed to happen. We just happened to be in the studio sitting in on a session. He asked me to hop on it.
Right. So you would describe yourself as single right now?
Yeah.
People probably think that you might be lying. Do you have any proof?
That I'm not married?
Yeah.
I mean, no. I never had proof that I was married, so.
True. What's your dating life like?
I mean, I'm just focusing on my music, really.
Really? That's what they all say.
No, but I also feel like as a girl in the music industry, if you date anyone, they're going to say you came up on that person instead of yourself.
This is very true. They're already trying to say that to you, and it's not even about a guy. It's just about like, oh, look, you signed to a label.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of people signed to a label.
Right. How'd you meet Zan?
My manager works with him.
Oh, nice. So that whole song, what was like the process, or how did that come together?
The swimming song?
Yeah.
Me and Fu, my manager, the guy that he works with Zan, we were cooking up, I think, one of the first times at Hitway, and we did the track from scratch, and then I wrote the hook, and then we just never wrote anything else to it, and then just decided it would be cool to get Trippie on it, and then it all happened like that.
Part of the claims that were being made by this dude in this video was that he was basically saying that the label made you be goth. They made you get tattoos and dye your hair, and that before the label came in, you were like a regular girl, which I thought was
Nah, that guy
funny.
found the one picture I had with blonde hair. Like, I probably had blonde hair for like a week.
okay.
I used to dye my hair since I was like 12. I've had like every color. And then when I walked into the label, I had all my face tattoos already.
Right.
Yeah. So they signed me based on what I look like already.
Yeah. When did you start to go bad and start getting all the face tats and shit? Has this been like a slow process or what?
My first tattoo I got when I was 16. And then I've just been gradually like filling up my arms and my legs since then. And then when I turned 22, I was just like, fuck it.
It's a big decision to get a butterfly on your forehead.
Yeah. I mean,
Is that
it's one of my
drawn
favorite
on?
ones. No, it's not. A lot of people ask me that. It's like,
It just looks so like soft. That
Yeah.
It just
It's a lot
looks
of
like
good
it
color.
could- yeah. So what about like getting baby on your face and shit too? Was there a lot of reservations before you started getting on your face tats as a girl, or?
I mean, originally I wanted to get Baby before I met Hitway because my first project was called Babyface. I got it on my knuckles.
Okay.
And then, so I thought it'd be funny to get Baby on my face. And then when I met Hitway, they were saying, I mean, my name, like, a lot of people got my name, so it'd be easier to have a stage name, like a lot of people do. So we came up with Baby because I'm really into, like, horror films. Rob Zombie's one of my favorite directors. And House of a Thousand Corpse, you know, his wife, she plays the character Baby in it.
Right.
So, I mean, that's where I got the idea.
Nice. Yeah. So with the name Baby Goth, though, is that like your official name, or is?
Yeah, that's my official name.
Okay.
It didn't start out that way, but people just caught on because that was my Instagram name, so they just started calling me Baby Goth.
Did you get much criticism from the actual like goth community, from people who were saying that you're not like a real goth or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even claim that I'm a full-on like one category. I feel like I'm a lot of different things, but I feel like gothic is kind of, I mean, my sense of mind frame. But then, I mean, Baby Goth is kind of like, it's like pastel goth. It's like a subgenre, you know?
When anybody, like for any type of label, there's some community of people taking that label way too serious on social media or whatever.
Really?
I figured that out too. No, because my girlfriend made a video like goth makeover or some shit like that. And she had a lot of very angry goths, like people who really seriously identify with that in the comments, which I would not have really expected prior to that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So what about your project? Like, how would you describe the direction that you've gone in musically and everything?
I mean, what, since like when I first started?
Well, I mean, I haven't heard this first mystery album or anything like that, but what, just in terms of the project that's yet to come out, like, how would you describe your sound, since we haven't really heard that much from you yet?
I mean, the EP, so it has a lot of like feel-good manifestation songs in it. So it's like, a lot of it's like, some of it's rap, some of it's like melodic rap. I would say it's kind of like pop urban. I've heard people say like bubblegum trap and shit like that. I don't know.
That's what's up. When did you start smoking weed?
Well, I was really young.
You seem like you smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah, I mean, I use it medicinally primarily. So, I mean, I have to smoke in the mornings. I have to smoke after I eat, before I eat.
Why? Anxiety or something?
Yeah, social anxiety. I have to smoke before I talk to people. Like,
Really? Do you were you ever on like anxiety medications?
yeah, I don't really fuck with them. They never really worked. I feel like so.
The Xans didn't work on you?
No, and I mean, I used to do pills in high school, and then I feel like it's better to stay away from that because I got an addictive personality. So
Yeah, it's definitely
like I just stick to weed.
definitely better to stay away from those. There's a lot of scary stuff on those. Just ask Lil Xan. Ask him. He'll tell you. Okay, so what else do we need to know about you? You got any other like interests or hobbies or anything?
I mean, I mean, I like to write. I want to direct movies one day. I like to draw. I mean, I like comics, video games, shit like that.
Nice. Very nice. All right. Anything else that we should cover? Anything we need to know before we put an end to this?
Just my EP's coming out February 15th. It's gonna be pretty fire, so look out.
I'm trying to think. Were there any claims that were covered in that video or otherwise that we still need to address? Was there anything that particularly you were like, oh, I want to correct that. I want to make sure that they don't think that about me?
I mean, just like that. I mean, I'm in control of my creative processes and shit. So I mean, I write all my shit, and then, I mean, I don't got a husband. I have 2 kids, not one. Rhythm and art. They're 2 little boys.
Rhythm and art? Mm-hmm. Holy shit, that's amazing.
Yeah. So I mean, I've always been about music, so it's not like a label just picked me up and made me a puppet or some shit.
Right. I mean, it's kind of like a blurry, like, fine line for people in the sense that being funded by somebody and then just somebody having complete and total control of your career, it's like a fine line.
Yeah. Like, I had the image and the goals and everything. They just had the platform, so.
Yeah, definitely. Well, shout out Hitway. And
Yo, shout out Hitway.
Shout out to you. Appreciate you coming through. Any last words? Any message to the youth?
Just do you, I guess.
Yeah, do you. That's it. All right. No Jumper. Coolest podcast in the world. Check us out on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. Appreciate y'all. And also check out my daily videos I've been doing on my personal channel, Adam22. Go search for it. Peace. It's cold.